Apple, Google, with its iPhone, but also before that, Windows and its operating system, are digital companies that have a particular technology at the heart of their business. These are technological building blocks, which we can call platforms, which are used by a whole array of innovators all around the world to develop applications, softwares, and services that are compatible with these digital platforms. But what does this word platform really mean? This is one of these words that is now bandied about in all sorts of contexts, and there is a little bit of confusion about the meaning of this word. Let's start with what platforms means in engineering. As you can see in this slide, the concept of platform has been used heavily in manufacturing in order to accelerate product innovation and to save cost. In the automobile industry, for example, companies have created automobile platforms which regroup common components and assets. These are technological architecture which are used as templates, which can then be customized into a variety of models. So designing and innovating through platforms allows firms to generate a lot of variety on the basis of simple and reusable designs. If you try to understand what are the concepts behind platforms in industrial engineering and in manufacturing, what you will see is, as the slides show, you have some common modules which are being shared by different families of products. And then in addition to these modules, we're going to have add-ons or plugins that are going to customize these modules and to generate that variety. The interest of platform design is therefore to stabilize a core module or a set of core modules on top of which innovation can happen by having those compatible modules that are complementary to it. Now, I've spoken about platforms so far in the context of one company, for example, an automotive company. But the design of platforms is really powerful because it does not have to be contained within one firm. It can be shared across, for example, if we stay with the example of the automotive industry, it can be shared across suppliers in a supply chain. Now, fast forward to the digital economy in which we operate today. Innovators can be anywhere. Innovators have access to software development tools, to distributed information and communication technologies via the internet. And what we see in an example like Apple and its apps are whole ecosystems of innovators all around the world who can, and if they are properly incentivized, who will develop a wide array of complementary products and innovations that will be compatible with the platform here, for example, the Apple iPhone. Note that these innovators are not employees of Apple. They're also not suppliers to Apple in the traditional sense. They don't have contracts that link them to Apple where they play the role of subcontractors. So this trend of transforming one's technology into a platform which acts as a magnet that attracts innovators from all around the world who will want to develop products, software, services that will be add-ons and complementary to your own product, that's something that's worthwhile considering, especially as a CIO of a company. I've spoken about how engineers think about platform. Let's now try to see how economists think about platforms. And as you can see in this slide, a platform can be seen by economists as a particular kind of intermediary between two constituencies. It is an essential bridge or pathway between two types of customers. Let me give you the example of Google. In Google, Google being the platform, one population of users will be people like you and me who try to do a search on Google. We type our search into Google, and boom, we get a result. Do we pay Google for having this result? No, we don't. We don't pay Google. We get something, but we don't pay Google directly. How does Google get paid? Well, there's where the other side of the triangle comes in. Google get paid by the advertisers. These advertisers pay Google, and what do they get from Google? They get access to people like me, a user, at the right time, and when I'm in the right frame of mind that I'm doing my search, that I am interested in a particular category or product or services. So Google acts as an intelligent conduit between an advertiser who doesn't know who I am or where I am at the right time, and me, who happens to be looking for a particular good or service in a moment that my mind is open to looking at alternatives which will be presented to me as advertised entries on Google. So here we have a triangular business model where the advertisers in effect subsidize my search. I pay nothing, but I'm allowing myself to be tracked, to be spotted, and to be influenced by the advertisers. What economists have found is that in all the platforms that we know about, you have this triangular business model where you will have a platform in the middle, two different groups of users who each get something from connecting with the platform. And the creative aspect of platform business models is that we will often find that one side partially or completely subsidizes the other side.